Rim Country News brought to you by Jake's Corner Bar and Grill. Same stop, different horses since 1916. And by Terlucas and Brandt, CPA PLLC, with a long history of providing quality CPA services right here in Rim Country. On this finally Friday, January 28th, for Tonto TV, K-Rim Radio News, and Global Trails Media, I'm Randy Roberson with your Rim Country News headlines. Well, Nellie and Dallin Rawlings walked up to a podium in a crowded Gila County courtroom and asked a judge to let their parents stay home with them. Nellie said her dad, Daniel Rawlings, is a hard-working man who wants the best for his family. Her mom, Lacey Rawlings, is her favorite person, she said. Quote, "I love everything about my parents," said Nellie, who is 12 years old. "My life wouldn't be the same without them," said 13-year-old Dallin. Well, those statements possibly factored heavily into Judge Timothy Wright's decision to sentence Daniel Rawlings to 5 years of probation and Lacey Rawlings to 4 years of probation yesterday in a case that points to the danger that arises when normally dry washes flood in Arizona. The children's two siblings, 5-year-old Colby and 6-year-old Willa, and their cousin, 5-year-old Austin, died after the Rawlings drove the family into the Tonto Creek the day after Thanksgiving in 2019. The couple disregarded signs and barricades that told motorists not to cross. The swollen creek began to swallow the military-style vehicle that they were in. The Rawlings and 4 of the children got out and were rescued. The other 3 children were swept away and died. Now, the Rawlings had crossed the creek on their way back to a family member's home when their son pleaded to enter the water once again because he was having fun. Well, that's what Lacey Rawlings said in an interview played in court on Thursday. This time, they drove into an unfamiliar part of the creek that was more dangerous. Wright said, "Children need their parents to be their protectors, not their playmates." Still, he said he struggled with knowing that any sentence he imposed, particularly prison time, would adversely affect Dallin and Nellie and their 2 cousins who survived the flooding. Quote, "These 4 children have zero fault in this case, yet they carry the burdens," Judge Wright said. Wright also said that he also considered the couple's lack of criminal history, that they were remorseful and accepted responsibility, and the roles they played in the Pinetop Lakeside community where they live and he factored all that in handing down the sentence. The Rawlings also have to do extensive community service. Attorneys for the Rawlings say their clients misperceived the danger of going into the flooded wash. Daniel Rawlings, who's 38, has pleaded guilty to 3 counts of manslaughter and 7 counts of child abuse. He received 5 years of probation on each sentence to run concurrently. Lacey Rawlings, who is 34, received 4 years of probation on 7 counts of child abuse to run concurrently. Her sentence was expected, but Wright had wide discretion in sentencing Daniel Rawlings. The day was filled with emotional testimony from friends and family of the Rawlings and the couple themselves. The Rawlings said they are haunted by their decision and apologize for the burdens that they've caused for others. Now, they say that they've sought counseling, spent more time together as a family, and they face challenges head on. Outside the courthouse, dozens of people supporting the Rawlings carried yellow balloons, wore sweatshirts that read "Rawlings Strong," and held signs that said, "Chin up, Rawlings, we stand with you always." Well, they cheered and applauded after they learned that the Rawlings could return to their community. The Rawlings have been scheduled to go on trial in March in Gila County Superior Court and would have faced mandatory prison sentences if convicted. Well, in other news close to home, the folks up on top of the rim on the Coconino National Forest say they are proud to be working with many different partners to implement 3 of the 4 critical recovery and wildlife mitigation projects in Arizona, slated to receive millions of dollars as part of the larger Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act and the Agriculture Department's 10-year strategy to fight wildfires across Arizona. Now, with the recent strategy presented by Agriculture Secretary Tom Vilsack and Forest Service Chief Randy Moore to combat wildfires across the United States. The Coconino National Forest is focusing on leveraging partnerships to implement and complete the Museum Fire Sediment Reduction Project, the Flagstaff Watershed Protection Project, and the Cragin Watershed Protection Project, which directly impacts and protects Payson's water supply. Working together with partners such as City of Flagstaff, Coconino County, National Wild Turkey Federation, Bureau of Reclamation, Northern Arizona University, National Forest Foundation, Salt River Project, and the Arizona Department of Forestry and Fire Management, these important projects will treat unhealthy and unnaturally crowded forests in strategic locations to protect communities and preserve vital watersheds. Well, coming up in Rim Country weather, you can expect decreasing wind speeds through the day today. It was pretty windy last night. And then lighter winds continue over the weekend. A weak upper low will bring a chance for flurries or sprinkles on Sunday, with another sharp cold front due in next Tuesday or Wednesday. A complete report on your 7-day forecast is coming up next. You're watching Rim Country News.
Jake's Corner Bar and Grill. It's not just a bar, it's a destination. Jake started out as an Arizona stage stop way back in 1916, and folks have been stopping here ever since. Jake's also has been famous as a popular stopping spot for travelers headed to Rim Country or Roosevelt Lake. But as more people discover this historic stop, more and more, it becomes the destination. It was even featured in the 2008 movie Jake's Corner and later featured at the Sedona Film Festival. Ice-cold beers from the tap, imported or specialty beers, a generously stocked full bar, and great food that keeps you wanting to come back again and again. Enjoy a game of pool inside or step out and enjoy the covered patio and outdoor bar with live entertainment and much more. We hope to see you soon at one of the most historic stopping spots in Arizona, Jake's Corner Bar and Grill. It's not just a bar, it's a destination.
Hi, I'm Michael Dowling with the Old County Inn and Pinewood Tavern. So we've been using Terlucas and Brandt probably for the last 4 years. They've been really awesome to work with, Amy and Marguerite. They do everything now from pretty much all of our payroll needs, pay all of our taxes. They even help us on Fridays to pick up our checks, which is great since they're local. But I pretty much use them for everything. They've been awesome to work with, and they take off all the things I don't have to worry about as far as taxes go, so I can concentrate on my business. But as for now, they're pretty much doing all of my personal taxes, all of our payroll needs, all of our business taxes, and very affordable and just awesome to work with, and they're local. So we really appreciate them, and they've been a great partner with us so far.
Well, taking a look now at your Rim Country 7-day weather forecast, a windy night overnight last night continued in many places, especially just south of the higher terrain features. Some of the highest winds have occurred right here along the Mogollon Rim. Numerous power outages had been reported overnight, some damage in the Christopher Creek area, as well as reports of debris in neighborhoods and roadways. The good news is the winds will continue to decrease throughout the morning and through the day today. As a ridge builds quickly over the area, that should all the windiness should actually start to subside. Some strong gusts will continue just after sunrise, but speed should be manageable after that. A weak low moves into Arizona from the Pacific later Saturday and exits by the eastern border by Sunday afternoon. Mainly mid-level moisture is expected with that system, but enough to at least mention the possibility of some flurries and sprinkles in some areas. Ridging on Monday will be followed by a sharp frontal passage late Tuesday or Wednesday. Now that looks to be another wind maker for sure with colder temperatures. The jury, though, still remains out whether or not there'll be enough moisture for some showers along the frontal boundary. Either way, minimal impacts at this time are expected. Well, meanwhile, highs and lows around Rim Country today, well, they should be looking something rather like this. In Payson today, well, you can expect beautiful sunny skies with a high near 55. Northeast winds are still going to be around 11 miles an hour with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. Tonight, it'll be mostly clear with a low around 31, and those winds will still be gusting up to around 17 miles an hour. Now, up on top of the rim at Forest Lakes, Well, that wind advisory was finally lifted as of 6 o'clock this morning. However, it's still going to be a bit breezy up on top of the rim today, with winds gusting to 24 miles an hour under beautiful sunny skies. The high on the rim today should be right around 41 degrees. Tonight, it's going to get kind of nippy up there once again, with a low tonight of 20 degrees expected, but with winds still gusting to 21 miles an hour, that's going to make the wind chill feel like about 4 degrees. So you need to be ready for that kind of weather. Well, down south in Tonto Basin here, where I'm coming to you from today, it's going to be another beautiful sunny day, and it's going to be windy as well down here today, with winds gusting up to near 25 miles an hour. The high in Tonto Basin today should be right around 65 degrees. Tonight, the winds in the basin should die down quite a bit, with an overnight low around 37 degrees. And that's what's happening around Rim Country. For Tonto TV, K-Rim Radio News, and Global Trails Media, I'm Randy Roberson. Make it a great weekend. Thanks for watching.